What if everything that we've been taught is not true? What if you're just one step away from changing the trajectory of your life, your legacy, and your financial wellness? What's your vision? What's your goal? Where do you want to be? And what do you want to do? Do you want to do it now or do you want to do it later? That's the question we're going to answer today. What is going on, everyone? How is everyone doing? What have you guys been up to? Where are you going? What have you created? Anyways, I wanted to put out this quick podcast because it's been a minute. Sergio and I didn't want you guys to think that we forgot about you. For those that may or may not know, I came to this country as a refugee from Cambodia with really nothing, no resources, no English. As a child, but still, I had to struggle to learn the language, to learn the culture, to adapt. And for those who don't come later on in life, it's hard for them to realize how difficult it is. Because you're going to find other folks who may have been born in another country and came here as a baby, 1, 2, 3, 4 years old, and they had a lot easier time to adapt. But for those who came later, even as a child, because you've already been instilled in a certain culture, a certain upbringing, it makes it tough. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to break that cycle of what's been taught here in this culture. What I see as go to school, get a job, work 30 to 40 years, have children, send them to school, go to college, get a job. They can work 30 to 40 years. They have children, and the cycle just repeats. But what if you could break that cycle? And the whole go to college, get a job, it's not because they have to struggle with or be miserable at, but rather because they want to, or they get a chance to do what it is that brings them joy, even if it's work, because if it's joyful, it's no longer work, even if it didn't compensate as much, but wealth was created, a legacy was established, and the cycle is broken. That's what I'm trying to establish. Let's talk about mindset. Let's talk about vision, and let's talk about goals. I'll make it quick. So here is what I want you to think about. If you were to be asked whether or not you want to be happy or sad, whether or not you want to be rich or poor, want to contribute or just do nothing, we all know what the answers will be, generally, hopefully, right? Because this is the vision of everyone. This is the vision of your life. But what are you doing to achieve these visions? The problem is that people have an unrealistic perception, a perception of timeline, a depth perception, if you will, right? And that's because we, from the beginning of our lives, are generally taught that these rewards come at a later time. It's far off in the distance. The retirement age, it went from 50 to 55 to 60 to 65, because we're taught that that's when you retire and get to enjoy all the fruits of your labor. But what if that's not true? What if that when you think that way, what you're doing is that you create habits and patterns and routines in your lives that perpetuate that idea that that's when it's going to happen. But the reality is, it doesn't have to be that way. What if you're just one mindset shift away from changing that reality so you can enjoy things faster, earlier, or now, right? What if you're just one step away? What if all it took was a phone call, a meeting, watching a podcast like this, or seeing something or feeling some emotion that just alters the direction of your thoughts? What if all that's what it took? With many awesome achievements, it takes a short period of temporary pain. You need to make sacrifices, right? But remember, the pain is always temporary. That's it. Get through it, and you will get to a different place. You will find a different person in you, a better person, a better version of yourself, because you overcame that pain. And at that point, you can go out there and help others like you to get to that level as well.
How do
we do this? Well, when you have these strategies and you create this vision or goal and you begin to implement and execute on your strategies, don't focus too much on the outcome, the final endpoint of the goal. Exist in the moment, enjoy the moment, give it all now, and that outcome will come. But if you focus too much for the end goal, you may miss out on a lot of things here in the moment that could have made that end goal even better. So focus all your energy for the moment. That's how I feel people need to start thinking daily. What if they did one more thing each day? Met an extra person, have an extra conversation, listen and see more things around them so that it may change the path that they're currently on. Mind you, if you're very happy with where you're at or where you're going, this is probably not the right path for you or the right podcast. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope that it inspires you to take that little bit of action every day to get one more thing in, to change the trajectory of your life and to make it better.